down the craziest and underrated villain origin from any Spider-Man movie has to be Eddie Brock's transformation into Venom in Spider-Man 3, and not enough people talk about it, because the canon event of this transformation is crazy. They cooked when they wrote this scene. Spider-Man 3 has its goofy moments, and it's a lot of them. Most of them are funny by accident.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
But with that one scene with Eddie Brock, they really cooked. It made me look into some of Eddie Brock's villain origins in other series or entries, and this one has to take the cake by far, by cosmic irony or the writer just wanting to fuck with Peter. Most Spider-Man villains usually get their origin story because of some tragic or ironic accident, or Spider-Man just fucking up. Can't con a con man or player. This is advice Eddie should have taken, because desperate to beat Peter Parker and getting a staffing job at the Daily Bugle, Eddie Brock faked some pictures of Spider-Man, but Peter, being #1 Spider-Man glazer himself, saw his lie and exposed him. Like, why cheat in front of the one guy who seems to be the only one able to get a close-up of Spider-Man like it's an OnlyFans? And it goes as good as you can expect. Eddie is fired and reputation is ruined. But man, it gets worse, so much worse. Not only does Eddie get fired from his dream job and can never work for a news company anywhere in the city, but his girl Gwen Stacy gets snatched up by Peter on a date. Worst part, I and probably a lot of other people forget that she was Eddie's girl. And I watched this movie 3 times, but I always forget that. I feel like that says less about me and more about the relationship. Like, was she really your girl? And because of that, the next time we see Brock, he's in the church looking like a complete mess, taking Peter's advice.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
But in a way that's completely unexpected. After being humiliated, Eddie Brock asks God to kill Peter Parker.
I want you to kill Peter Parker.
And it's at this moment you realize, oh, Eddie Brock is a sociopath, and probably has been for the entire movie. Like, when you first see Eddie Brock, he's taking a picture of his girl moments before she's either falls to her death or is crushed by concrete mid-air. But thanks to Spider-Man, she was saved. But then the first thing he says is, "We need a picture," to Spider-Man before remembering, oh right, my girl was in danger. Eddie spent more time trying to glaze himself to Spider-Man than actually checking up on his girl. Like, bro, now is not the time. But I guess after seeing Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler, I guess field reporters are just built different. But yeah, that moment and this church event most definitely confirms Eddie Brock a sociopath. At least in this movie. This is a completely unexpected moment that you can't script any better symbolically, because the very church Eddie is asking God to give Peter Parker an op is the same one where Peter is ripping off his spider parasite, the black symbiote. Even worse, Eddie, with his amazing hawk-like eyesight, finds out Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And this is where Eddie's prayers start to get answered, because as the parasite goop drops down from above, literally like a sign from God to his twisted prayers, answering his prayers by not giving Peter an op, but making him the op. And even better, it's like a 2-for-1 deal for Eddie. Even though it was an answer to a prayer, Satan's greatest soldier was born. There's a community joke that Spider-Man can never be too happy, and I feel like Spider-Man 3 really shows that a gift becomes poison for Peter, but a blessing for his enemy. Life's cruel. Say what you want about Spider-Man 3, even with all these flaws, you can't deny that this moment and what comes after are what carried this movie, just like what carried the theme of this video.